WITSON.
Which is on a Honda CIVIC. This is our 10.8-inch screen, which obviously protrudes in front of the dash here. Customers decided to go for this way instead of one that sits back. What you get for your money is this 10.88-inch screen. You also get this frame here, which is, you can just see my fingers at the top of the video. The hazard buttons original and these air vents original, so they just go into our screen here. So this one's RWT description down below. Just wanted to show you this little thing that pops out. There's another one on this other side here. It just goes in and phone onto a magnetic hold and stand at the side there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's a nice little feature there. So just going back to the home page here, so obviously I've just got a little rundown of what the system's got to offer. It's got this, you can change this home page if you want, if you're not too don't like it that much. This little app here is called the theme app. So basically you give it an internet connection and then you get an array of different like little square boxes showing you different graphical menus, so you can choose one of them and it'll change the home page for you, so you don't have to stick to this one if you don't want to. This system is the 8-core processor version, so it is fast and responsive. We do sell a 4-core which is for basic use, so if you just want to use it for like wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, FM, AM radio, USB, it is all fine for that. But if you want to use it for like Netflix and YouTube and all that type of stuff, it does need a little bit of oomph in the processor. So just to show you how quick and responsive it is, on the 8-core one, you see that's really responsive to my fingers, so as you can see it just gives you a bit of an indication of what you get for an 8-core processor. So all these down here are just little shortcuts to applications. This one is a shortcut to the navigation map. This is now showing you Google Maps. It is an online map, so it does need an internet connection. You can put offline ones on there if you want and then assign it to this, as I say, the shortcut button there. But if you want to give it an internet connection, you can do it through your hotspot on your phone, or alternatively you can get a SIM card and put it into the SIM card cable that comes with the system. It comes with 2 USB cables. So if you want to stick like an external device to it, like a DAB radio, DVR camera, TPMS modules, you can do that through, and alternatively you can put your music and films onto a USB pen and play that through the USB, and you can play your videos through it that way. So these are just little shortcuts here. There's your music one, which takes you to the MP3 player. This is your FM, AM radio. It does work with your steering wheel controls. As you can see, I'm just skipping through it all on the steering wheel off the camera image. And then there's it going up and down, so you can see it works with the steering wheel control fine. It does have RDS, so basically it will show you the station name once we've tuned it all in, but obviously you can't see it there. This is your Bluetooth app here, so obviously this is where you pair your phone to it. You can stream your music, and this is a thing called CarMate, which we haven't really delved that much into it. It looks like it links up with CarMate app of some like, and it gives you maybe some computer information from the car. Okay, let's go on to here. I'll go straight to this one here. This is your built-in CarPlay Android Auto app. So if you've got an Apple phone, you can get your CarPlay through it, which you're going to see here. If you've got Android Auto, you can get Android Auto through the same app, but gives you a little bit of a different interface. All these here brings over the navigation apps from your phone, your music apps, your text message apps, and your phone calls. You can also speak to it too if you want to do the Siri support. And then basically ask it to call someone or take me here or stuff like that, just to show you what the Apple Maps look like. There's your Apple Maps. Let's have a little look. Here's your Apple Maps here, and here's my Google Maps. So you're getting a satellite image on the Google. You can go down to is it 3D or 2D? Yeah, you can go down to 2D, 3D if you want on that. A couple of music apps here, which is obviously, there's my SoundCloud, there's my messages, there's me, I won't go into my phone calls in case you see any personal phone numbers, but yeah, that's it. Going back to the Android side, just going on to here, I'll just give you a little rundown of what it's got here. So you've got your theme, which I showed you before, where you change the homepage. APK installer, it's where you can download third-party apps onto the system, if you can't get them from the Play Store, that is. i.e. IPTV, people tend to do that. This Do For Me is quite a good app now. So basically what this is, an application that's been put on there by the Chinese. Again, it's an online app, so you're not going to see much, but what you do see when you give it an internet connection, there's apps on here that you can't get from the Play Store. So they're basically being made by the Chinese factories to work with it. So these theme here, example of fuel, T-Link, all these are made by the factories. You can't get them in the Play Store. So to keep these up to date, you do it through this app here. So it's basically, it's instead of contacting us and us sending your files over to put on USB and updating apps, that's the old method now. With these you can do it all yourself anyway. There's your back end settings on the Android, what you'd normally expect. Just give you a little rundown of that. There's not much of interest in there, to be honest with you, to the average Joe. But these is where you just change any of the settings on the Android and stuff like that. So that's that there. So you got a weather app there, which is obviously again an online one. Auxiliary, so if you want to stick anything like a TV box through it, like through the RCA cables to the AV ins, then you can do it through there. Bluetooth, showed you before. Boot animation is just obviously the logo that boots up when you load the screen. Car settings, so this is one, it's quite extensive, this, to be honest with you, but a lot of people say, does it show information from the old radio? It does, but we never confirm to you if it's 100% accurate hit. But what we do is just show you what's in here, because we might say, yeah, it shows everything and it might be missing one thing, and then obviously that one thing's essential to you. So we always say, just have a little look at this little video here, or this part of the video should I say. Does have quite a bit on it here. Some of these are not going to be applicable to the car, but it gives you loads of options here. But as I say, some might not be for the car, but some are. But because there's a few different variants of the Honda Civic, like the high and low spec, sometimes some cars have it, some cars don't. So don't expect all these to work, but you do have like little tick boxes. You can see some have got tick boxes and some haven't. So the ones that haven't will be not expected to be on the original radio. Okay, nearly there. Okay, there's the end of that one. Okay, Chrome should I say, is just basically the Google Chrome. This option here would change the colour of the buttons down here. Let's go back to red. So that one's that there. Go on to the next screen. You've got your DAB radio. That's for the $39.99 kit we sell. If you don't buy the $39.99 kit, it's not going to work. Alternatively, to get DAB, you can put it on your phone anyway, and it'll come through on the CarPlay app. Or you can download it from the Play Store direct onto the system. There's your DSP sound processor. Just allows you to customize the outputs. File manager, again, you can use that if you want to put apps on the system. Fuel, okay, so this is a bit of fuel, mileage, trip computer information. Google browser, GPS test, this tells how good the signal is in GPS. Demo map, not going to go through that. There's your manual. So this is basically if you want to look at the instructions on the system. We tend to put them on as a e-app now. So there's a Google Maps which showed you. There's your MP3 player. This here, I don't think the car's electric powered, but obviously it does have that menu there for cars that are. I don't think this age of car does have it, to be honest with you. There's your Google Play Store. Next page, there's your FM AM radio which I showed you before. Steering wheel control setup. Video. I don't think there's any videos on it. Sometimes you stick a demo video on there, but I don't think there's any on there. Can't show you today anyway, but I'll say this quality of the resolution is quite high anyway. That there, this is a DVR app, which is obviously it's if you do go for buy a DVR camera from our shop, by the sale page, tick a little option. How you put the DVR app on there is don't use that one. You basically plug the USB in, go to File Manager, the DVR camera will come up here. Click on that, click on the APK, and that gives you the app for that. And YouTube, which you're probably watching a video through. So yeah, also this unit also works with the original rear camera of the car, as you can see that. So we haven't put an aftermarket one. This is the original to the car. So as you can see, it works all fine in that one anyway.
WITSON